What does it mean to be spiritual? Like when you say, prayer or connect with God, a lot of people, they don't understand that. They don't know how to do that.
Great question. So there's two answers here. One that I like more. In the traditional answer to that question, you might say, it's prayer, it's fasting, it's reading of scripture, it's meditating, it's reflecting on death and life and your blessings. It's having gratitude for the higher power who has brought us all into existence and all that. And that's all true and very useful. And some people can just by encouragement can kind of go move into that, and people have different religious beliefs and they have different religious interests, and temperaments. And so that's all there to pursue. But in terms of really being able to access these deeper realities, if you will, I always say it's almost a condition today that we need to be able to access our own reality, our own oneness, our own presence, our own beingness, like our lowercase b. If you want to access the capital B of being, access the lowercase b of being. So connect to yourself. There's an axiom, it's a Sufi aphorism, where, we say, Man arafa nafsahu arafa rabbahu. Whoever comes to know themselves in reality knows their Lord. Whoever comes to know themselves fully knows their Lord, right? So the path isn't to, abstractify from yourself, to become transcendent and, just kind of leave the world and leave your woes and all of that. But it's really by processing the pain, by having gratitude for the blessings that you enjoy right now in this moment, becoming aware of your difficulties, of your strengths, of doing your inner work, your shadow work. In this way, it's the natural conclusion of that is that you will appreciate the Creator, however you want to, whatever name you want to give him. There is a higher force, there is a Creator, right? And by being able to access yourself and your reality and your oneness, we can tap into the oneness of that Creator, of that being. And that's why I always invite all my patients to, like, you can have litanies, you can have your prayers, you can take out your beads and do your chanting. At the end of the day, you're left with yourself. So you can have a moment where you're on the prayer mat and you're doing that. And then you get up, and if you're immediately just going back into the world and the worries and the trauma and the grief and the pain and the anxiety and the uncertainty and all of that, it hasn't really landed with you. And this whole thing is about being real. The spiritual path is about becoming real. And so I always invite people, if that didn't work for you, try this way. Heal your wounds, heal your emotional patterns that are keeping you stuck, that are keeping you disconnected, because you are the mode, you are the vehicle by which you access higher realities of the spiritual, of the subtle, of God. You're doing it through you. Like, you can't transcend the self until you have a self. Right? And so develop yourself. Really, just spend 10 years developing yourself. And you can have intention, because I want to access higher realities. And along the way, you'll be given gifts. Along the way, no doubt. I really believe that. But because, like I mentioned, the two paths are pretty much the same. It's about becoming whole and real. The path of health and the path of spirituality are pretty much the same path. Just do your healing work. Heal your gut. Sleep early. Fix your sleep. Learn how to manage your stress. Breath work, qigong, yoga, go out into nature, exercise, travel. I don't know, whatever you like to do, write poetry. What makes you happy? Do it.
Would you say all of that is spirituality?
It's, of course, 100%. It's a vehicle towards that. Spirituality is also, there's peak experiences and these flow states we can access, and really feeling like we're connected to something higher. Those are real things too. But there is lived spirituality. When everything is intentional, You know, you're doing things because I want to be well, because I want to serve the higher power. I want to serve the world. I want to be connected to myself and the world and higher power. So I'm going to eat and drink and sleep and move and love in this way that's harmonious with natural law. And you harmonize with the Lord of nature, if you will, the creator of nature. And so that is the way. That is the way. That has to be. I mean, in some way, what other way is there?